Live from New York City, it's the Wendy Williams Show. Today, we're kicking off the weekend early with our big game party. From the hit show How to Get Away with Murder and Orange is the New Black, breakout star McGorry is here. Celebrity chef George Duran shows us the perfect party food. And who will take the title in our annual End Zone Dance-Off? Plus, Wendy's tackling all of today's juiciest hot topics. Now, here's Wendy.
This morning and afternoon and midnight on BET. My co-host, my studio audience. Welcome to our big game show. And I'm doing great. Let's get started. It's time for Hot Topics. It's really loud in here. I love it. So everyone's gearing up for the Super Bowl this coming Sunday. Is there anybody not gearing up for it? That's all I'm saying. Don't worry, I've got us covered. The Seattle Seahawks are playing, and them. In the meantime, Katy Perry's doing the halftime show. So, I was talking to some of the football niece's around here, and they say the halftime show happens somewhere around 8 o'clock, just so that we know, because many of us will not be watching. But we'll change to Katy, and then we'll change right back to what we're watching. So look. And I get it, it's a very, very popular thing to watch. They say over 110 million people will be watching. But guess what? There are many of us who will secretly be watching what I want to watch. Are you ready for this? Yes. Now, do you watch the ID channel? Yes. Perfect. 4 p.m., a marathon all night long of Wives with Knives. Right? Right? Oh, I didn't put my other earring on? Oh, I'm a mess. I know. You are my people. See, I knew you'd like that, even over the Super Bowl. Am I correct? Yes. If you've never seen Wives with Knives, it's fabulous. And for those of you, I'm a mess. I walked out with only one earring. You didn't say one word. Look, and if you're not into Wives with Knives, which I don't know why you wouldn't be, there's a Snapped marathon on Oxygen. That's not my show. That's never been my show. I've seen like a 30-second snip of Snap, and even though I love, you know I love killing shows and stuff, and shows with crazy people, but it's not my show. It's just like I was never a fan of the Bad Girls Club. I never got that show, you know? Too ratchet. Can ratchet ever be two? But then, okay, Lifetime's not gonna let us down. Problem is, though, you have to really be engaged because, you have to watch the movie for the whole 2 hours. And I don't have that attention span. Sometimes I just like to watch something for a half hour, walk in and out of the room. Wives with Knives is perfect. However, at 8 o'clock on Lifetime, because you gotta figure if you're gonna be home while the rest of your family's out, they won't be home until like 2 o'clock in the morning. They're gonna be watching that stupid bowl, and they're gonna, then the after bowl commentary, and then I guess collecting money from the bets that were placed. Drinking coffee, so that they can, they're not hungover so they can drive home. So we'll be free in the house with a charged remote. Lifetime is doing at 8 a.m., 8 a.m., mind you. a marathon of 17s. Now hold on, I'll explain what that is, because this begins at 8 in the morning. Dead at 17. Missing at 17. Fugitive at 17. Betrayal at 17. Guilty at 17. There you have it. By the way, it's a very special day here at Wendy. Somebody very special is celebrating his 50th birthday. My executive producer, David Perler. Yay! He's what I like to call the Mac in the back. He might be pissed because we have him on blast here. Perla, all I wanted to do is vocalize it to you. So this picture right here, I don't know whether you want to be that on blast, but there you is. Yeah. Okay, so now, there's so many things going on in the world that need to be on the front page of papers, but no, it's Nick and Mariah on the cover of today's Daily News because they're being sued by their former nanny. Look how important the story is. It's on the cover. In the meantime, there's more important things going on in the Daily News. But you know, this is very, very sad. Apparently the nanny is claiming that she worked 100 hours a week and was never paid overtime. And the nanny says that she was allegedly fired by Mariah because she was showing too much affection and closeness to the twins. Now, first of all, I don't know whether this story is true or not, but she's only suing for $100,000, which might mean she's not an opportunist. Maybe she's telling the truth. You understand what I'm saying? Second of all, it's been known that Mariah will get rid of nannies if they get too close to the kids. She's not the only mom like this, only I've never understood you moms. Like, isn't that what you want? You want a nanny, not to call your kids mom, not like that, but you know, you want a nanny, if you're so inclined, who's going to be there from cradle to packing up with you to send to college. Don't you? We always had good luck with nannies, and so I do have an appreciation for you all and your profession. I definitely do. But Mariah seems like, unfortunately, in my mind, the kind of person who, yeah, the second the kids get too close, which too close is a good thing, then she fires the nannies. My only parameter for, and me and Suzanne were talking about this, because Suzanne's got 2 kids. Yep. She's got a nanny while you and Brendan are here working. You're a working woman.
Yep, and we've had our nanny since Jack was 3 months old.
3 months
and he's
old.
gonna be 7.
And he's gonna be 7.
Yep, same nanny, we love her. Hi, Go-Go.
Yep.
She watches.
How you doing, nanny? You know, but my thing is, there would only be one off-limits thing in terms of closeness, and that is no cuddling in the bed, because that's reserved for moms and dads, you know what I mean? But no cuddling in the bed. But otherwise, that, sure. If you're working, take to the pediatrician. If something is forgotten at school, you go, you know, give it. As far as a guardian on the school forms, it's supposed to be the... Mariah, so you just want a parade of strangers in your house? You only want your kids to be close to you, well, then why don't you wake up when they cry? Because it's alleged that Mariah likes to wake up naturally. You know what no alarm, no knock on the door, no call me at 10 so that I don't oversleep. She likes to wake up naturally, and any good mother knows that there is no such thing as waking up naturally when you got kids. Like, not even when they're in high school, because like not even when they start high school and they're in high school and stuff, because they always have to go someplace. You know, can you drive me to the Y? Can you drive me to John's house? There's always something. Mariah, being a mother is not a title. It's actually a duty once you have your kids to take care of them. And now, I think this might give us a little bit more insight into why Nick has fled the compound, you know? Well, you would think that, all right, so Mariah needs all attention on her at all times, and she's a nuisance. Just a real nuisance. A beautiful woman, very talented, but thank God we're not married to her. You know what? I knew Lindsay Lohan behaving herself was too good to be true, and sure enough, I was right. I was rooting for her yesterday. Remember I told you that she completed her probation? Yeah. Well, now it's time for a Lindsay update. Hit it! Okay. So here's the sitch. So Lindsay allegedly completed her community service yesterday. The problem is that some of the hours might not count. Well, first of all, the mistake was having her do her community service in London as opposed to here where the crime was committed. Remember, she ran her Porsche underneath a semi. Yeah. I told her she's lucky she wasn't decapitated, a mess. And then she tried to switch seats with her assistant, saying the assistant drove when it was really Lindsay driving. Exactly. That lady's eyeshadow is beautiful. Did you see that shot they just showed? Oh my God, it's very nice. Yeah, you turned it out. You turned it out. So part of her, first of all, like I told you, she did it over in London because that's where she's living right now. And part of her community service, they're saying, was for her to do a meet and greet with fans. Now, I think your 5-year-old knows that that is not part of community service. Like, what part is stupid? To me, is she? I mean, even her lawyer, however, I do have to say, they allege that the lawyer here in LA said that, yes, that could be part of community service.
That they were told.
When it sounds too good to be true, you gotta make a phone call yourself. Like, you know, she's been in legal trouble for so long. I would be so paranoid. I don't even think I'd go along with the lawyer saying, oh, yes, Lindsay, sure. Meeting and greeting and doing autographs is part of your community service. I'd be like, nope, get me a paint can. And get me a roller brush with a long arm and show me a wall with graffiti. Take me over to the 4-H club and let me, you know, sit down and help kids with their homework. You know, real community service. So she might be going to jail. The prosecutors are doing a 2-week investigation. I'll keep you updated, but it seems as though if they're doing a 2-week investigation, she's got just enough time to get over there and start planting some trees, you know, and picking up garbage on the turnpike. So good luck, Lindsay. We'll be watching. We always do. A lot of people around here are still hating on Kendall Jenner's modeling career. Saying that she wouldn't be a model and doing all this stuff if she wasn't a Jenner Kardashian. Well, half true. Yeah, exactly. By the way, how long is that hair? Are you sitting on it? It's all the way down. You know what, though? This is what happened. 26 inches. Sit down, please. Kendall Jenner still does possess, to me, model-type ways. Now, sure, she didn't have to work as hard as Kate Moss and some of those other girls, but she can't help it that she was born in an entitled family, you know. But what I do, I like her as a model, personally speaking. I think that the best thing she could do, though, thank God she's old enough she can live on her own. She needs to separate herself from that family altogether. We've talked about this already. I said that, you know, If I were her, none of my family would ever be invited to any of my fashion shows. Honest to goodness. Honest. No, because they're distracting. And they continually remind the other models that she's a Kendall Jenner. And the other models don't like her because they look at her. And remember, I was telling you, they were flicking ashes in her champagne when she wasn't looking. Yeah, they treat her very mean girl-like because they say, we worked hard to get here and you didn't. Oh, well, other models, oh, well. But you know what? Like, so Kendall walked in the Chanel runway show during Paris Fashion Week. Here she is. She looks terrific. But now here goes that woman she calls mother. Showing up at the fashion show trying to steal the spotlight. She wore see-through pants. Like, whose mother does that? Whose mother does that? You know, and it's one thing for her to show up and then here go, you know, some of my mean staffers who don't like Kendall being a model because they think she's entitled. They said, well, you know, first of all, she wouldn't be a model without the mother. Second of all, Chanel probably, you know, had Chris come. They probably wanted her there. Third of all, it could have been Kendall who wanted her there. I don't believe any of the above. I believe that Chris, at 59 years old, wore these, and she does look great in the pants, but just because you can do it, I know what you're thinking. Wendy, you're one to talk. Yeah, because it's what I do for a living. You know I'm a walking, talking contradiction, but I'm just saying she could have put on some nice black slacks. It's a beautiful jacket and the Chanel glasses and whatnot, but she goes with this and gets more attention than her own daughter. And then, because nothing's private anymore, she was, a photographer looked over her shoulder and caught her sending a picture. Look at this. Caught her sending the picture to Carey, her boyfriend, and she spelled ASS wrong, but no, please. But you know how it is when you're texting quick. I'm gonna give her a pass. We all spell things wrong. If you have fat thumbs, the buttons are too small anyway, but Chris, you are so dead wrong. You are wrong on every level, every level. So, there's shocking news for Ludacris. Just the other day, I was telling you that he got married, the same day that he proposed. And he planned the wedding there in the living room at his house. And picked out the girl's dress. And were you here when I told you that story? Yes. Okay, well, it gets even more ludicrous. Ludacris has won primary custody of his 13-month-old daughter. Now, to me, men, I love you. But I'm talking to women now. The law is always on our side when it comes to babies, aren't they? They're not gonna give our kids to some nasty, sweaty man, are they? Unless you might have more ticks than Britney Spears. Or maybe there's something else going on. Like, what? He won custody of a 13-month-old. A 13-month-old is still breastfeeding. Well, the baby's mother's right here. Her name is Tamika. And they had a breakup baby because he was on a break with that girl who was in medical school who he's now married to, a doxy. But, you know, when they were on break, he did to her what Dwayne Wade did to Gabrielle Union. Went out and ran up in something familiar. And I say familiar because this is his childhood girlfriend. So, you know, he went back to a place that he felt real comfortable, and I guess, you know, the condom broke. Maybe he didn't use a condom. Who knows? All I know is that he got custody after an impartial expert did an examination to see whether he's more fit or Tamika's more fit. It says a lot about a woman when her children get taken away. I mean, on every level. And shout out to some of you who all have had your kids taken away. And I don't know the circumstances. All I'm saying is it's a sad day when the court sees fit to give our kids to some smelly man. And Adoxy, this was not my joke, because I'm sure that you will have children by Ludacris, but, you know, some of my disgusting staffers said, because they said, Wendy, how do you think Adoxy feels? And I said, well, she probably feels great because the baby will only know her as mom, you know, at 13 months old. And then other ones chimed in and said, I'm sure she feels fantastic. She doesn't have to ruin her beautiful body with a baby. You know what I mean? And I know, they're mean here. It's a terrible thing to say. It's over? All right, well, the party continues. Celebrity chef, friend to the show, George Duran is here. George is gonna show us how to make some delicious game day snacks. Plus, you don't wanna miss our annual end zone dance. It's always quite entertaining. Our contestants are competing for some fantastic prizes. Plus, do you watch Orange is the New Black? Do you watch How to Get Away with Murder? Well, the star of both shows, Matt McGorry, is here, so don't go away!
$999 episodes have all led up to this.
Our 1000th show.
See all the unforgettable moments. And don't miss the surprise announcement. 1,000.
That's a lot of how you doing?
Tomorrow on an all-new Wendy.
Yes, shout out to the Seton Hall cheerleaders. Thank you so much for being here today. We fell in love with our first guest as Officer John Bennett on Orange is the New Black, and now he's starring on the hit ABC show How to Get Away with Murder. Take a look.
I came here last night looking for the trophy. Man, what if they don't think that he's missing? What if they think that there's foul play and I'm somehow involved?
Sounds like you might need a lawyer.
Professor Keating.
We have work to do. Rebecca goes to trial in 3 days unless we get the charges against her dismissed. Now, how do we do that? We have to prove that my husband murdered Lila Stangard.
Please welcome Matt McGorry. How busy are you?
In a good way.
In a good way.
Yeah. That's right.
Wait, you're sitting on the pillow.
Oh, it's not a sitting pillow.
No, it's not
a sitting pillow.
No, it's not.
Okay, got it.
I recognize you from Chipotle up the street.
Yeah, I heard that. I think you got the guac.
Well, you know what? Because I love to. And then a lot of our staffers here go, and they've seen you there too.
Yeah,
Do you live right around the corner?
I have a problem. I did. I'm living a little more in LA now for How to Get Away with Murder,
Yeah.
but I grew up like 3 blocks from here, actually.
Wow.
Yeah.
So, well, welcome home.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Yes. Do you watch the Super Bowl?
You know, Katy Perry is performing halftime.
Yeah, yes. You're my people, see? Exactly.
Yeah.
Are you going to a party or
I'm not even sure yet. I think as long as I can see Katy Perry perform.
Yeah, around 8 o'clock.
Okay, that's when. Yeah.
It's a Sunday though. You might be sleeping. You're working so much. You work.
That's true.
You have a lot of. Good for you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Got to support the Chipotle habit. You know?
Yes. So How to Get Away with Murder? It returns tonight.
Yes.
What? What can you tell us?
You know, you think that sometimes, like, you have the answers to some things you have new questions to. It's going to open up a whole bunch of new questions. And, I mean, the one thing you will find out, which is really great, is what Annalise was doing when we see her at that desk.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I love your character because I love a jerk. You know, and he's a jerk.
Yes, no, he is. It's true.
You're cute.
Thank you. You're cute.
Thank you. Yeah.
Thank you.
But I understand that Viola Davis, when she was at the SAGs, and you presented her with her winning award.
Yes.
Were you? I understand you were a nervous wreck.
I was pretty nervous. You know, Orange is the New Black had just won Best Ensemble, which was amazing, and I was so excited about it.
Congratulations.
Thank you. But I couldn't let myself get too emotional because I had to then present an award. And when I was sitting there, I realized that I wasn't entirely 100% sure how to say all of the nominees' names.
John Travolta.
I didn't want to Adele Nazim it.
Yes, Adele Nazim.
You know, and because I had a moment, you know, in the rehearsal, you read one name and it was Claire Danes, and that was simple. But then there was Tatiana Maslany and Juliana Margulies, who have both said their names, and I love their work, but I wasn't 100% sure.
Right.
And so I started just sweating.
Yes.
And I went backstage and I was like asking everyone, they had to like double check, and I was like saying it back to them. I was like in the corner rocking, like repeating it to myself.
Yes.
And so when I got to open it and see there was Viola, I was happy because she's my girl, but also because I know how to pronounce her name. 100%. Yeah.
Now, Orange is the New Black is a majority woman cast.
Yes.
So how does that work? All those monthlies and attitudes and and I mean, do you just lock yourself? Yeah. Do you lock yourself in your room in between takes?
No, I hang out. I like to be with the women.
Yeah.
You know, I give a lot of back massages. I'm kind of like the resident like hug giver.
Yes.
You know, I'm cuddly. And, you know, but yeah, sometimes they forget there's a guy in the room. Like, we'll enter a topic of conversation, and it'll go, you know, 5-10 minutes, and then they'll just turn around and, like, see me sitting there, and then sort of maybe stop talking about it.
Or maybe continue.
Or maybe continue.
You're getting a lot of tips. By the way, you do give good hugs. Everybody knows that when my guests come out, I hug, but I'm also feeling for things. You know, Spanx or like Terry Crews.
Right.
He wears Spanx.
What?
Well, he came here one time. He admitted it. Don't you remember?
That's crazy.
No, I know, but look, for you, I was feeling. So you're a little fire plug. Is it true that you used to be a bodybuilder?
I did. I was a bodybuilder and I was a power lifter. And I was a personal trainer for 10 years. Yeah.
Oh, my God. Wow. Wait a minute. You were a personal trainer for 10 years? Okay. So how did the acting thing start?
Well, I have more body hair now. No, I mean, I studied acting from a very young age. I went to LaGuardia High School, which is the famed school in the city.
That's where Nicki Minaj and also Lourdes, Madonna's daughter, went there.
Yeah. It's an incredible school. And so I studied for a long time, but I realized that, you know, I got very into the training, but I realized if I really was going to do something with it, I had to make a full go of it. So a couple years ago, really, I stopped powerlifting maybe 4 or 5 years ago, and I decided I need to, like, kind of put all my effort into that. And
is that when you moved from New York and moved out to L.A.?
No, I stayed in New York. I went out to L.A. for How to Get Away with Murder, but Orange is the New Black is in New York.
Yeah.
And, you know, Netflix hadn't come out with a series yet, so I was just, you know, it was like a small, like, 3-line audition for John Bennett, and I went out and, you know, they took a chance on someone who didn't have anything on their resume. And
now look at you. Also, Matt, I hear that you're a really talented dirty dancer. Now, how'd you learn, like, how did you learn all this? What are you doing? I mean,
anything
I
I can, you know.
Yeah, you seem like a real fun guy.
I like to think so, at least when I'm dancing.
Yes.
Yeah.
And you're really talented. You lift weights, you act on 2 shows, you love Chipotle.
I love Chipotle. This was meant to feel like...
Yes. Yes. Well, I want to thank you for stopping by.
Thank you so much.
I was really looking forward to this.
Yeah, me too.
We love Orange is the New Black, and we love How to Get Away with Murder. And we don't shake hands here, we hug.
Let's hug.
How to Get Away with Murder, everybody, airs. It's returning tonight, 10 o'clock on ABC. Up next, we're making some delicious snacks for the big game. Don't go far. Even if you're not watching the bowl, you know you love the Super Bowl food, okay? So here with some really yummy snacks for your big game party is our friend George Duran. I'm so glad you're back. Hello, George. I see a full presentation here. Let's get started. What is all this deliciousness?
Well, first of all, you want to theme your party a little bit. So I've kind of divided the teams and the foods about it, including the Seahawks. The Seahawks, which is Seattle, has a lot of coffee involved. So I'm going to make these bacon-wrapped tater tot bombs, a little bit of this
and they're good.
panini rubbed, coffee rubbed. Everything is coffee rubbed over here, as you can see. Even the Rice Krispie treats with coffee inside. And these bacon-wrapped panini tater tot bombs, I put a little pepper jack cheese, a little bit inside of it. And then you wrap it in bacon a little bit over here, just like that. Yeah, and then you dip it in this coffee rub, sugar coffee rub kind of thing, and then you put it right on the baking dish, and then when you're done baking it, it kind of explodes in your mouth. Yeah, like that. We're getting there. We're getting there. Okay. Coffee. So back to the coffee rub. Find a good coffee rub. Take a piece of skirt steak. And do you like to rub the meat with the coffee rub? You know how you rub, right? You have to rub it like this. You want to practice rubbing a little bit? No? Oh, rub that. Okay. Yeah, that's it. That's it. Oh, yeah. Oh,
there's one thing that I really hate in the kitchen, even though I like to cook. I do not like handling raw meat. I hate it.
No problem. You can handle my back there anytime you want. So we're going to go ahead and you grill this nice skirt steak with the coffee rub on it. And once you grill it and you slice it, you're going to go ahead and put it together. Let me put this down here. Put together your sandwich. It's a very simple kind of panini. We're going to do a little garlic mayo over here. And then you add your little skirt steaks. We're going to add a little au jus. You know what an au jus is? That's that sauce over there. It's a little bit made with some beef. There you go, arugula. You grill this together.
It's very tasty.
You eat it. You put it in the panini maker. Yeah, dip it right in there. That au jus, that little beef broth kind of mixture there, and that kind of just slides right down. Yeah, that's it. Just like that. Not bad at all, huh?
You know what? There's nothing childish about any of this food. It is so good and adult.
Well, we got dessert too with a coffee-based Rice Krispie treats. You add a little bit of instant coffee in the Rice Krispie treats, and you turn it into these cute little footballs, just like that. And and then you can pass that at each other. The coffee is so delicious; it goes so well. It's like
really good.
Yeah, like a little cafe creme, a little bit, right?
Okay. Those are the Seahawks.
Yeah.
All right. Patriots, what do we have?
New England-based flavor. So we're going to make a little bit of a New England clam chowder dip, and that's very simple with cream cheese, a little bit of mayo, lemon juice.
Wow.
All these ingredients that are classic for New England clam chowder, including the clams. You want to just mix that all together, just like that.
What is that liquid you just put in?
Oh, I put a little lemon juice in there, too, a little salt and pepper, a little bit of onions. And once you mix that, you go ahead and you just kind of put that together, mash it up.
It's good and clammy.
Yes, good and clammy. That's what I like to hear about food. Good and clammy. This is a big one right over here. Right over there, what I've gotten a roll of bread. I've cut it into slices, not all the way through, so it kind of looks like this, like a little puzzle over here. And then you're going to get some of this cheese and kind of stuff it right in there. And when you stuff that, you put a little bit of lobster, because we were in Boston, remember? Yeah, a little bit of lobster in there.
What a great idea.
A little ranch dressing and butter on top of it. You throw it into the oven, folks, and when you get out of it, it's one of these big, beautiful little explosions right up here.
That's good. Get out.
Yeah. Look at that. And you pull it out. You have all your guests kind of pull out that gooey, ooey cheese, and each person kind of just pulls it out like that. And
I love it.
Oh, man, that's good.
What's this?
Boston cream pie.
Nice.
Chocolate ganache, and then you just squirt. I mean, go crazy. I mean, you want to get a little bit of... Yeah, that's it. Just like that. Right there. In the mouth. Wow.
Hens, you win the Super Bowl. That's it. You win. For more information on these recipes, you've got to go to wendyshow.com. Every last one of them is a hit. George, thank you for coming back.
Thank you.
Ask Wendy is next. In our inside scoop. I say lie detectors for everyone. And get a jump on Valentine's Day shopping with trendy at Wendy bargains. Nothing says I love you like big savings.
Monday on an all-new Wendy.
I beg of you to go to wendyshow.com and get some of George's recipes. My mouth is humming with goodness. Time for Ask Wendy. How you doing?
Hi, Wendy. My name's Elizabeth. How you doing?
Hi, Elizabeth. How you doing?
Good.
I see.
I'm 6 months pregnant.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you. My husband is really concerned about me losing my figure or my boobs sagging, and he's practically asking me every day how much weight I've gained. Last week, he even called me thunder thighs. So I know he doesn't mean harm, and I know he loves me, but it's really hurtful, so how do I get him to stop?
Tell him?
Yeah.
I mean, just listen, sometimes men can be Neanderthals. I'm sure he's perfectly lovely, but especially when it comes time for us having babies, they don't understand.
Yeah.
You have to tell him.
Yeah.
And tell him and let him know. Don't smile. Let him know. This hurts your feelings. Oh, yeah. How much have you gained?
18. 6 months.
That's pretty good. I was at the 50-pound mark by 6 months. Good for you. Good for you, Elizabeth. Talk to your husband, okay? Hey.
Hi, Wendy. How you doing?
How you doing?
My name is Kimberly. Me and my boyfriend have been together about 8 months. My coworker is having a really big Super Bowl party at her house, and I really want to go. But he's a little antisocial. So how do I persuade him to go to the party with me?
So if he doesn't go, he's not letting you go?
No, that's
okay,
not it.
Okay.
I mean, he's fine with me going, but I really want him to come with me. So what can I do?
Do you both have cars?
Yes.
Then take 2 cars.
Okay.
So when he's ready to leave, you're not going to give him a hard time, okay? So he's going to please you by going. Does he like football?
He loves football.
Okay, so then he can stay until halftime and then drive home while Katie's on.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
All right, you're very welcome. Everybody, up next, you are going to be entertained during our annual End Zone Dance-Off. So keep it here. So easy to get fabulous Wendy Show bling. Just go to wendyshow.com and click Shop Wendy. T-shirts, Diva fans, and my favorite mugs, plus more. Are you shopping? This is like one of my favorite things that we do annually here at the show. It's our annual End Zone Dance-Off. We've got 3 members of our studio audience, and they're going to compete to find out who has the best touchdown dance. Let's meet our contestants. No, that's not Lunel. That is 55-year-old school nurse from East Orange, New Jersey. Say hello to Donna. Donna still likes to shake it like she's 25 at the club. Also in the middle, she's a 37-year-old writer from Brooklyn. She loves cruising around the city on her motorcycle. Vroom, vroom. Give it up for Jen. Oh, God. I love that this show attracts the crazies. Thank you. All right, and finally, he's a 28-year-old DJ from Sierra Leone, Africa. He makes a mean, spicy peanut butter sandwich. Give it up for Mo. And by the way, crazy is good here. Mr. Announcer, tell them what they're playing for.
An amazing catered party from our friends at Omaha Steaks. Omaha Steaks is the official sponsor of tailgating, and they're sending you everything you need to take your party to the next level, including Omaha Steakhouse Chili, their mouth-watering chicken wings, all beef meatballs, and coconut shrimp. Plus, no party's complete without Omaha Steaks' famous burgers, delicious top sirloins, and gourmet franks. But wait, there's more. Thanks to our friends at Sears and Shop Your Way, you'll be watching the big game on a brand new 65-inch 4K ultra high-definition television. This is the highest resolution TV experience possible, and it boasts 4 times the clarity of HD. Plus, the built-in side speakers are the best speakers you'll find on any TV today. Thanks to our friends at Sears and Omaha Steaks, you're sure to have the best party in town.
No. Let's get started. First up, Donna. Donna, take your position. And when I say touchdown, you begin your best end zone dance. Are you ready?
Yes.
Ready?
Yeah.
Touchdown! Not to be outdone, Jen, take your position. Oh, jeez. Ready? Touchdown! Look, I feel like Chuck Barris, and this is the Gong Show. Mo, take your position. Ready? Touchdown! When we come back, the audience is going to vote for your winner today, so don't go far. So during the break, the studio audience voted, and the winner of our End Zone Dance for 2015 is Mo! $200 gift cards for Omaha Steaks! Yay! Congratulations and enjoy the game! We'll be right back! This has got to be the most ridiculous, messy show on TV. McGorry for being here, Chef George Duran, the Seton Hall cheerleaders, my partners in crime, my co-host, my studio audience. Tomorrow, this mess celebrates our 1000th show with special guest Randy Jackson, plus one of my favorite old school groups, The Whispers. And I have a special announcement that you don't want to miss. I love you for watching, and I'll see you next time on Wendy. Bye.